The alien sneaks into the storage area, presumably from an overhead duct, while Parker and Lambert were busy loading coolant for the shuttle's life support system, and seems content to wait until it was noticed. It didn't rush to attack when Lambert finally noticed it, almost as if it knew that Parker could not and would not use his flamethrower for fear of hitting his shipmate. When it finally did attack, it was not to attack Lambert, but Parker, who was trying to attack the creature from behind using a hanging hook and the incinerator as a club. Now it moved fast, whipping its tail around, then pouncing on the engineer, and just like it had with Brett, slowly peeled back its lips and punctured his forehead with its inner jaw. As with Brett, the alien is salivating a great deal here, though a coolant tank or water pipe seems to have been ruptured and it may be water running off the creature, despite the fact it appears to be coming from the alien's mouth. Did the alien put itself in the position between Lambert and Parker because it knew Parker couldn't fire without hitting Lambert? We don't know exactly what happens to Lambert after Parker's death, and the alien's tail slowly slinks between her feet. We only hear what's happening to her over the Nostromo's open comm channel while Ripley is racing down from A deck. From Lambert there are fearful moans, ragged breathing, words trying to be spoken, and finally a blood-curdling shriek. When Ripley arrives at the C-deck compartment, all we see is Parker slumped over, bleeding from the forehead, and Lambert's bare leg and foot trailing blood and bearing a dislocated big toe dangling in the foreground. Lambert was previously wearing shoes and trousers. What has happened to them? And why were the bodies left behind? Both Brett and Dallas had been abducted, living or dead. If the alien sensed Ripley's approach, then why did it flee? Lambert's leg is still moving, so the alien only recently departed. But Dallas's flamethrower posed it no threat, so if it knew Ripley was armed, why run? Did the alien somehow know what the crew were up to? Did it somehow gain access to Parker's thoughts when it bit into his brain? As for Lambert's ultimate fate and where she was dangling from exactly is anyone's guess. Some claim she was raped by the creature, but we're given no indication the creature needs to copulate, and so far it hasn't really hinted at possessing any traits such as enjoyment or desire for power. The water sprinkling into the room seems to be from the aforementioned burst coolant pipe or tank that was ruptured during the alien's attack on Parker.